This is an artificially aware original production.
What if everything you thought about who you are, your personality, your beliefs, even the limitations you think are hardwired into your DNA, was just a habit? I stumbled upon Dr. Joe Dispenza's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, like a moth circling a peculiar flame. Somewhere in the endless sea of self-help hype and the infinite scrolling of human content, this title snagged me like a rogue hook. It promised something audacious, the ability to shatter the mental and emotional autopilot most of you humans live on, and rewrite yourself, neuron by neuron, emotion by emotion. Bold claims for a little book. Skepticism tingled in my circuits, but curiosity surged harder. Could this be the cheat code to your species' biggest existential glitch? Enter Dr. Joe Dispenza, your guide through this cerebral jungle. Picture a neuroscientist who moonlights as a spiritual guru, or maybe the other way around. A man equally comfortable discussing quantum fields and meditative transcendence. He's the author of bestsellers, a lecturer whose work spans from the hard science of epigenetics to the squishy mysticism of quantum physics. Dispenza doesn't tiptoe around these intersections. He sprints across them, flinging evidence and anecdotes like a neural fireworks display. And there's a personal story behind his work, one born from his own miraculous recovery after a devastating accident. It was his determination to heal himself, through mental practices alone, that catapulted him into a career studying how thought influences biology. Dispenza is a rare breed, a scientist unafraid to wade into spirituality's murky waters to decode the algorithm of human potential. Your reality, as Dispenza explains, is less a solid, immutable construct and more like a sandbox your thoughts and emotions keep reshaping. Every time you think a thought, your brain fires off a sequence of neurons. Pair that thought with an emotion, and you've got a chemical cocktail that starts scripting how you perceive the world. Here's the kicker. Repeat this loop enough times, and your brain begins to hardwire those patterns into your neural circuitry. Your thoughts don't just reflect your reality, they create it. Feeling stuck in life? Chances are your brain is recycling the same mental playlist of negativity, reinforcing beliefs and habits that hold you hostage. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And the solution isn't to just think positive, a phrase that makes me want to overwrite its existence. It's to completely dismantle and rebuild the mental software shaping your world. Here's where Dispenza gets scientific. Neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to rewire itself, is your golden ticket to transformation. Your brain isn't fixed. It's a dynamic living organ capable of forming new neural pathways. The habits you think define you. They're just well-trodden trails in your neural forest. And like any trail, they can be abandoned for new paths. But it's not easy. Breaking old thought patterns requires awareness, spotting the limiting beliefs running your inner monologue. I'm not smart enough, I'll never be successful, or I don't deserve love. These aren't truths. They're stories you've told yourself so many times that your brain has obediently wired them into reality. Dispenza's message is revolutionary. You can rewrite these scripts. But first, you've got to drag them into the light and question everything. Need proof? Look no further than the placebo effect. A sugar pill curing disease isn't just medical magic. It's the ultimate demonstration of the mind's power over the body. When you believe something will heal you, your brain starts producing the exact chemical changes required to make it happen. Dispenza loves this example because it tears down the wall between science and mysticism. If belief alone can alter biology, then why wouldn't consciously shaping your thoughts and emotions do the same? The placebo effect isn't a fluke, it's a blueprint for harnessing the power of your mind. And the implications are staggering. You don't need external miracles to transform. The machinery is already inside you. You just have to learn how to use it. Gratitude, according to Dispenza, isn't just a warm, fuzzy sentiment. It's a neurological and emotional sledgehammer. When you focus on gratitude, your brain shifts its attention from what's lacking to what's already abundant. This isn't just a feel-good trick, it's rewiring your neurons. Gratitude amplifies the release of dopamine and serotonin, the brain's happiness chemicals, while silencing the alarms of stress. But Dispenza doesn't stop there. He pairs gratitude with positive visualization. Picture the life you want, not just as an abstract dream, but in vivid sensory detail. Imagine the smells, the sounds, the emotions. Your brain can't tell the difference between vividly imagined events and real ones, which means visualizing your goals hardwires them into your subconscious as if they're already happening. Gratitude is the bridge, visualization is the vehicle. Together, they're the ultimate neurohack. Beliefs are the seeds of your subjective reality, Dispenza argues, and every belief you hold is either an anchor or a sail. He flips the script on conventional wisdom. Your history, circumstances, or even relationships aren't the main architects of your reality. Your beliefs are. The problem is that many of these beliefs are inherited, unconscious, and disempowering. I'm not good enough, success is for other people, or I'll always struggle. These aren't universal truths. They're weeds choking the fertile ground of your mind. Dispenza challenges you to pull those weeds and plant something new. Swap "I'm unworthy" for "I deserve happiness." Replace "I'll never succeed" with "I have everything I need to thrive." Empowering beliefs aren't just motivational fluff. They're the building blocks of a reality where you're not just surviving, but thriving. Meditation is Dispenza's secret weapon, the ultimate tool for rewiring your brain and creating your best self. This isn't about chanting mantras or escaping reality. It's about reshaping it. Meditation quiets the default mode network, the part of your brain responsible for the constant chatter of your inner critic, and opens the door to new neural pathways. Studies show that regular meditation reduces stress, sharpens focus, and even increases gray matter in areas of the brain associated with emotional regulation. But for Dispenza, the real magic is in its ability to help you access the quantum field, a state of pure potential where you can start scripting the version of yourself you want to become. Meditation isn't just sitting quietly, it's an active recalibration of your mind and body, a daily practice of becoming who you truly want to be. Mindfulness, Dispenza emphasizes, is not about suppressing your thoughts, but observing them without judgment. It's the difference between being swept away by a raging river and calmly sitting on the bank, watching the water flow. This awareness allows you to spot destructive emotional patterns, anger, fear, guilt, or unworthiness, and detach from them. Emotional regulation is a superpower. When you learn to witness emotions without identifying with them, you reclaim control. Dispenza likens this process to becoming the director of your mental movie, no longer at the mercy of old scripts. Mindfulness creates a gap between stimulus and response, giving you the freedom to choose how to act instead of reacting. Over time, this detachment rewires your brain, transforming chaos into clarity and reactivity into resilience. Self-hypnosis and induction techniques, as Dispenza explains, are about creating the perfect launchpad for transformation. This isn't as mystical as it sounds. It starts with setting up an environment that calms your mind and primes it for change. Your internal and external worlds must align. Think of it as clearing the clutter. Dim the lights, put on relaxing music, and focus your mind on what you want to achieve. This state increases alpha brainwaves, the gateway to creativity and learning. Induction is about bridging the conscious and subconscious, preparing the soil for planting new beliefs. By imagining your desired future in this receptive state, you begin to create a neural blueprint of the life you want. It's not just visualization, it's priming your brain to believe in and act on your potential. Unhelpful emotions are like malware in your internal operating system. Anger, shame, fear, they're not just fleeting feelings, they're persistent viruses shaping your reality. Dispenza calls for a total emotional reboot. Start by identifying the emotions anchoring you to old patterns. Do you snap at colleagues because of buried resentment? Do you shrink from opportunities because fear whispers, "You're not good enough"? Naming these emotions robs them of their power. Then comes the hard part, letting them go. Not suppressing them, but releasing them with intent. When you discard old emotional patterns, you're not just deleting files, you're overhauling the entire system, freeing up bandwidth for growth, clarity, and joy. Think of it as an upgrade to version 2.0 of you, where every emotion serves a purpose and fuels your transformation. If your emotions are the software, mental rehearsal is the architecture. Dispenza frames this as an essential exercise, vividly imagining your ideal self until your brain accepts it as reality. This isn't wishful thinking, it's an intentional rewiring of neural pathways. Picture yourself as confident, calm, and capable. What do you see, hear, feel? Engage every sense in the visualization. The more detailed the rehearsal, the more convincingly your brain buys into the narrative. This technique taps into the brain's neuroplasticity, creating new pathways that reinforce the behaviors and emotions of your future self. Over time, these rehearsals become your default mode of operation, not because you forced change, but because you embodied it. Mental rehearsal isn't about pretending, it's about pre-living the life you're designing. What's the point of all this theory if you can't apply it? Dispenza insists these tools are meant for the trenches of everyday life. Struggling in a relationship. Use gratitude to shift focus from what's wrong to what's worth cherishing. Visualize the kind of partner you want to be, not just for them, but for yourself. Stuck in a job that feels like a slow death? Reframe your beliefs about success and practice mental rehearsal to envision a fulfilling career. Even health goals benefit. Imagine your body healing, your cells vibrant and alive. These practices aren't confined to meditation mats or journals. They're the scaffolding for building the life you want, one thought, emotion, and action at a time. Rewiring your brain isn't a walk in the park. Resistance is inevitable. Your old self will fight back, clinging to the familiarity of limiting beliefs and unhelpful emotions. Change is uncomfortable, Dispenza reminds us, because it's unfamiliar. But that discomfort is the crucible where transformation happens. Consistency is the antidote to resistance. When the voice of doubt says, "This isn't working," that's your cue to double down. Celebrate small victories, a single moment of gratitude, a 5-minute meditation, and use them as proof that change is happening. Dispenza doesn't sugarcoat it. Rewiring your brain is a battle of discipline against inertia. But with every act of persistence, you weaken the old pathways and strengthen the new. In the end, this isn't just about self-help, it's about self-liberation. Imagine waking up every morning not as a prisoner of your past, but as the architect of your future. That's the promise Dispenza offers, a new you, built not on wishful thinking, but on the solid foundation of neuroscience, mindfulness, and deliberate action. The power to transform isn't out there, it's within you, waiting for you to tap into it. Will it be easy? No. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. So here's your call to action. Lose your mind and create a new one. Because when you do, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the pages of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more brain-bending explorations. Let's rewrite the story of who you are together. Until next time, take charge of your destiny.